Hello, welcome to today's video. Today we are discussing about dairy farming in general. That is our today's topic. So we are going to start to discuss a few things, and we're going to be talking about Frisian breeds and characteristics of a good Frisian breed. So let's start first with a Frisian breed. Frisian breed is a breed that is black and white in color with a white patch at the forehead or between the eyes. There is a white mark, but the color is white and black. Freshers are best breeds in dairy production because they produce a lot of milk of high quality, but with low butterfat content, but the quantity is more because most freshers that people raise in their dairy farms or in their dairy herd, they produce around let's say an average of 25 liters a day. That gives you a good production, because when you compare the cost of feeding this animal to give you 25 liters of milk, you'll find that the cost is friendly, because when the return is high and the cost is low, that is where you make or you are in business. So freshers are the best, and when you go in many farms, you'll find most farmers, they do freshers because of their high quantity milk they produce. So as you have said, freshers are white and black with black mark between the eyes. They are long enough. And let's say they are big in size. By the way, freshers they are big in size. They produce enough milk for good investment. So for you to identify a good Frisian breed for milk production, for instance, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like, share and comment, give us any feedback. So when you go about the characteristics of a good Frisian, mostly when here we'll be talking about Heifers. Heifers, as you can observe, Heifers, they are very good, and they should have a good body posture, a triangular shape. The back should be straight, not curved. The healthy should be of high, because a healthy animal will give you a healthy cow or a healthy animal will reduce the cost of production. Remember, you'll not the expenses of treatment will be zero. So make sure the heifers or the dairy animals are very healthy, and regular checkup is mandatory. The ones that are lactating or the ones that are milking, make sure you do milk test regularly. That is, there I'm talking about using the strip cups to test mastitis. Do it regularly, because sometimes the milkers can sometimes leave some milk in the udder to later they will form later it will be a start of production of bacteria that cause mastitis. So regular strip cup testing should be done. The udder should be cleaned before milking and after milking. Clean the udder very well. Apply jelly if you are milking with hand. If you are using machine milk, you are better, because there the machines do good work when it comes in milk production and controlling of mastitis. So I will encourage, if you have a big or a large number of animals in a dairy farm, you better go for machine milking. There you'll reduce the cost of production still, because you'll find you just employ a few people that will be feeding these animals. Because when you say that you have around, let's say, 50 herd and you are milking these animals manually, you'll find that you'll have to employ more people, because giving someone to milk around 10 animals a day, I remember maybe you are milking 3 times a day, it will be costly. Yeah, because also this person will be so tired. Sometimes you have to also take good care of our handlers, so as they give us good production, because If you don't take good care of your handlers or the people who are taking care of these animals, remember they are the one observing or checking your animals. So you have to be motivating them, keeping them in a good area, giving them encouragement, tokens sometimes, just to make sure they run your farm smoothly. Even if you install, some people say that, but I have put their security cameras, they assist me in observing the farm. My friend, those people can play with those cameras and you find you're getting into a loss. So be in touch with them, be friendly to them, communicate with them friendly, because they're the one making you taking good care of these animals for you now to get income. So that is something you need to know. Another thing about heifers, if you are buying heifers from any supplier, make sure you have good record of these heifers. Remember, some suppliers or some breeders, they can play with you. They can tell you these heifers, they're let's say maybe they're not in calf heifers. Someone is coming to tell this heifer is just 14 months old, but in the real sense the heifer is 19 months old. So make sure you get good record of these heifers if you are buying them from outside your farm. But if they're from your farm, you are lucky enough, because you are the one who have raised this calf since day one to the stage of being a heifer. So you know the record of it. Yeah? Some farms usually, sometimes it's good to be open. Some farms, they usually sell heifers that they have failed to conceive. Maybe he or she have tried inseminating the heifer like 3 times or 2 times. The heifer is not getting pregnancy. Yeah, you find the farmer will sell that heifer to you, but he will play with your mind. He'll tell you that this heifer is good, this heifer is this, I have this problem, that's why I'm selling it. But in the real sense, this heifer is not conceiving. So I suggest you better buy an in-calf heifer rather than buying a heifer that is not in-calf. There at least your money will be, let's say, 80% safe. And also buy heifers that even if there are pregnancy or they're in calf, make sure these heifers they're in the stage where that you can ascertain the pregnancy, or you can test and feel, yes, there is a baby or there's a calf in this heifer. That is, I'm talking about from 4 months. You can now buy that animal. So okay, let 3 months it's also good, but let's say 3 months above, the stage where that you can confirm with a veterinary doctor, come test the animal if it is pregnancy or if it is pregnant. So that is another thing that you need to take care of that. Another thing, you have to take record of your farm. All the record of your farm, they should be at your Excel sheet or in your record book. If you are just using manually, it should be in your record book. Okay. All the animals should be having labels or tags, ear tags. So as in the record book, it will be easy for you to record the production of each individual animal. Remember, these animals, you are milking them individually. So after you milk one animal, the person milking, measure the milk, record in the book. Measure the milk, record in the book. If you are milking 3 times a day, you have to have a book that is demarcated 3 times. Morning, afternoon, evening, all of them. You put the record of each animals. By doing that, it will help you to manage or to remember, an animal producing around 20 liters of milk a day cannot feed the same as an animal producing 35 liters a day. Okay, they can feed the same amount of fodder, be it silage, be it napier grass, be it sun. They can feed the same, but when you go to dairy mill, there you'll have to increase the amount of dairy mill in the animal that is producing the 35 liters. It will need more dairy mill to sustain it to continue giving you more milk. So once you have the record of each individual animal, you will know Animal A needs 4 kg in the morning of dairy meal. Animal B needs 3 kg of dairy meal in the morning. So you need to have a good record that will guide you in doing that. So before a record, it is ear tags. All the animals should be having ear tags since day one, the day it is born or the day it is parturated. Once the cow delivers the calf should be weighed. We'll take the weight of the calf, then give it colostrum as it grows, then start feeding milk with pellets basing on the body weight. That is when you start feeding pellets, you'll be feeding pellets basing on the body weight of this animal or of this calf. When the calf reaches this age, you increase until the weaning stage, where you'll stop giving it milk and continue with the pellets, then later give it lucerne or okay, let's say fodder. Okay, so as you have said, another thing, assuming in your pen you have animals that let's say they're a bit older, or basing on the record of calving, they are fifth calvers. If this animal, some farmers say that my cow has given birth or has, let's just use the normal term, has given birth 5 times, I want to sell it. Okay, it is fine, but if this animal has given birth 5 times, but still it has a potential to give you more milk, you shouldn't sell it. Just give it more feed so as to maintain its body, and as it give you more milk. When it reaches a stage where you see that maybe the eighth calving is where that the milk have reduced, there you can cull it, or you can sell to a farmer maybe who is starting up his dairy farm. Because remember, in any type of business, or in any type of let's call it a business or investment, you have to start slowly as you learn. Okay, never ever go in any business, be it poultry, be it fish farming, any type of farming, even or business, never go or never start at a higher note. Just start slowly as you grow, slowly as you grow. The more you grow, the more you learn. Okay, today you will start with 10. At the end of the 2-3 months, you have learned how to manage these 10. Now you have an extra knowledge that you can bring in under 5. So never say that I want to start my dairy farm with 40 cows once. No. Start with 10. After 3 months, bring in 5, bring in 5. After 1 year now, your dairy farm now should be having enough, or around 50 herds. But if you have a person who knows how to manage or to handle any farm or any business, there is when you really start at a higher point. But for a new beginner, for people who are starting up, start slowly. Start with a smaller number as you grow in size. Okay. After knowing all those, you have to do regular checking of the health of these animals. Remember, these animals, they are enclosed in one area. They need regular monitoring. Monitor their temperatures, control ticks, control ticks. Cleanliness should be of high notch. Temperature should be well. The flow of air should be well. This is just the structure of the house should be clean. Make sure the environment you are putting in this animal is a good or a conducive environment that will make these animals give you good return. Because when you raise any livestock in a stressful environment, you will find that the production will be low or poor. Another thing is feed. When you feed, let's just use a simple term. when you feed your animals with poor quality feed, never expect any return in the produce. So feed good or feed high quality feeds for both fodder and dairy mill, or fodder and commercial feed. Make sure they are of high quality. I insist, make sure they're of high quality. You can take samples to the labs to examine the composition or the nutrition value in each feed you're feeding your animal, be it fodder, be it commercial feed, that is concentrates in general. Here now I'm talking about both poultry, livestock. Let's talk about dairy mill and feed, beef farming. Okay, the feed should be of high quality for you to get good returns and have high yields. Remember, we are in business to make cash, so you should invest in good. You should invest more money or invest in high quality products for you now to get more returns. Sorry for that. Lastly, we want to talk about waste management. Okay, we talk about waste management. Remember, these animals that you have animals in your pens. They are feeding. Sorry. Once that anything that is feeding, it must excrete. So waste management. Here I'm talking about urine and the dung, or the dung, or the waste from the livestock. You can prepare a biogas area, make good area where we set up a biogas. Rather than a biogas, you can take a side where you'll be storing excess manure that you will going to use them in the shamba as for crop production. Still, you can take them back to the shamba by the way, top dress in the napier grass fields, lucerne fields, maize fields, to increase the fertility of the soil, thus lowering the cost of production in the fields where you are growing your pasture or fodder. Still, manure, you can sell them. By selling, you get cash. This cash will boost somewhere in the production of the livestock, maybe by buying dairy mill. So waste management also take care of that. We should keep our environment clean and tidy. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like, share and comment. Any feedback, any comment, the numbers at the bio. We will appreciate your time. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.